Hi Michelle, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
And this is Sam, guys. As usual, I've been roaming around Canada this time after Washington D.C. area, trying to provide you some real information from the real students, of course. And I met Michelle here in University of Toronto. Thank you, Michelle, again for your time. And without further ado, let's start a little bit of introduction from yourself. Would you please?
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a first year student at the University of Toronto studying mechanical engineering.
Oh, okay, very nice, very nice. Mechanical engineering. Okay, what year, if you would, what year you are, what year? Year?
I'm in first year.
First year?
Yes.
Okay, you just said. And mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. All right. So moving on, what would you say in general? The standard of education here in engineering school at the University of Toronto, like 0 being nothing, a 10 being perfect or excellent. What would you say about standard quality of education?
I would rate it like an 8 or 9. I feel like the standard here is very high. They really. Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, I would rate it an 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are very much satisfied with the instruction, the professors, teachers. Of course, this is pure private view, nothing official, right? Okay, very nice. You said 8 or 9, right? Okay, very nice. Yeah, I've been talking to students, they even say 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
different universities. Okay, very nice. And what would you say, are the best programs, incentives, opportunities here in this university, if you know? Like engineering is the best program around here in the University of Toronto, or maybe some other, whatever you know of.
So the University of Toronto is very well known for its very good engineering program. They offer co-op, which is really good because it gives students the opportunity to explore and apply their knowledge into the real world.
I see. So it's like internship, that's what I meant, internships or co-op you say, right? And you get a lot of practical hands-on
Yes.
experience
Yeah.
rather than being just theoretical. Okay, wonderful. That's really good, for the future students
Yeah.
to know. Oh man, some schools are really theoretical. I was talking to a student in Montreal. She's in physics and engineering, and she said we are more like theoretical.
Yes.
Right. Okay, very nice to know that. All right. Any other schools or disciplines or majors you kind of know of, which are considered like the best in University of Toronto? Do you know any others?
I know that the law programs here are very good, as well as our life science, and a lot of our humanities courses are very, very good.
Famous,
Yeah, very,
popular.
yeah.
Okay, very, very good. Okay, nice. All right. So, if you know how how much financial support or scholarships are easily available to the students rather than people struggling with the finances and paying the tuition, and how is it expensive, is it relatively okay?
So tuition varies with programs. For a program like engineering, it's a little more expensive, but they do offer financial aid for those who need it. Also, they offer they offer scholarships. When you apply, you're automatically considered for a scholarship, an entrance scholarship, and then you can also apply for more bigger ones.
Oh, very
to be
nice.
considered.
So you would say most of the students, struggle with the finances, are okay or no, or what?
Yeah, there's a good few people who do opt for financial aid and scholarships, but the University of Toronto offers a lot of different options.
I see. So it's pretty good in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. And how about part-time jobs, internships? Do those jobs or things pay you a little bit of a lot or a lot? What do you think of the internships or part-time jobs available here?
Like at the university.
Or around?
Around.
Yeah.
So I don't know too much about the on-campus jobs. In terms of internships, it all depends on where you apply and whether the internship is a paid internship or not. But
I see. Okay, but there is some help.
yeah.
Okay, okay, very nice. Alrighty. Moving on to the next one. What are the requirements for admission? TOEFL, GRE, SAT, or any others you had to do? Or
So I am in Ontario. Sorry, I'm an Ontario student. So our requirements were our OSSD, which is the Ontario High School Diploma. For American students, I know that they might require the SAT.
I see.
I'm not sure about students from Europe or Asia.
Okay, so for you there was nothing.
No.
Oh yeah, because you're local.
Yeah.
And what about the academics? Like you only on GPA, based on GPA, or?
So it all depends on the program. For engineering, they really do consider both your GPA and extracurriculars.
There you go.
Just to see that you're like a well-rounded student. I think for the other programs like humanities, they mainly look at your GPA, but they do care a lot about extracurriculars. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's a common kind of consideration in some schools. Yeah, other than your grades, your extracurricular activity.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do for extracurricular activity? Did you do anything or?
Yes, so in high school I was on my high school's robotics team. I was also in a few of the music ensembles.
Oh wow.
And some, I was also on prefect council and some other like small
Very
clubs.
nice. If you don't mind, how much or roughly how much you pay in the university for the tuition yearly or semester wise?
So for engineering per year it's approximately 16,000.
Oh,
Yeah. And then, yeah, it depends on whether you get scholarships or not. If you get a scholarship, it'll cover it. But without scholarships, it's around 16,000 a
16,000.
year.
Yeah, I was just talking to other students. She said I think 8,000, but she's in psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the school, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is very interesting. I mean, some universities would have a universal kind of tuition, right? But here really it varies.
Yeah.
Wow, it's interesting. Okay, very nice. And how about living, cost of living, you think, around here?
So I've been living on residence, and that too depends on which residence you choose. The one that I was living at was a little bit more expensive, so it was like around 2,000 a month. There are some other residences which are just, I would say, like 13,000 a year. So it really depends on where you want to stay and what you're looking for in a residence.
The cost of living 2,000 seems like a little higher, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So you share with other students, or you live by yourself?
Yeah, so I lived in like a suite style dorm. So it was quite expensive. It was around $2,000 per person a month.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. What do you think about job opportunities after you are done? For example, you did your graduation, you complete your studies in the program, and you go out in the market, especially in, of course, Canada, Ontario or Toronto, So what do you think? I know market right now is very up and down,
Yeah.
but in general, what do you think or what do you know that okay after a person, a student from University of Toronto, specifically engineering graduate is out, he'll get a lot of opportunities. Or yes, no, or what do you think?
So I guess for jobs, it really depends on how much experience you have, both practical and then also academic wise. The fact that UT Engineering offers co-op is really good because it allows you to get a taste of different jobs, and then also give you experience that you can put on your resume.
Right.
We also have a lot of like design teams with, like, for example, we have an aerospace team, Formula One team, and that also gives you a lot of experience, which is very beneficial to put on your resume for jobs.
Right.
Also, the U of T name is very well known, so I wouldn't say it would guarantee you a job, but it would definitely help.
Definitely help. Yeah, of course, of course. Okay, so, but I mean, in nutshell, you are like very excited or positive that you will land some job after.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay. So it's not like, oh man, I don't know, maybe I'll get or wait for a year or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're kind of confident.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. By the way, what is your thought about the overall ranking of this university or your school in Canada? Do you have any idea, like you're the top-notch guys or among top-notch?
I'm not sure. I know in terms of like academic ranking, UT is ranked #1 for engineering in Canada.
Really?
Yes, and then I think it's ranked in the top 20 for the world.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Top
but
20 in the world.
around there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're good. Okay, nice. Yeah, see guys, if I forgot to mention in the beginning, I'm talking to the viewers that this is University of Toronto Engineering School. That's what we are talking about. Okay. So yeah, you're pretty optimistic about future, right? That's right. Okay. How about social life around here? What do you think? Is easy, good, bad?
It's pretty good. I mean, depending on your program, for example, mine is sort of tight-knit, so you get to meet a lot of people, and they're all really, really nice, and you're able to make friends easily here. There's also a lot of like different clubs where you can socialize in, and
I see. So it's not a problem. You are lonely or feeling kind of alone being in your area. Okay. So it's pretty easy and good social life, I would say. Okay, and of course downtown around, you are not in a jungle or something.
Yeah, there's a lot to do down here.
Okay, very nice. Okay, I think pretty much have covered in just a couple things. So what would you say any do's or don'ts for the future students who want to join, this university or school? What you say, okay, maybe do this before you come here, and don't do this after you are here. Pros and cons, anything, location-wise, whatever comes to your mind that okay, this is very great. This is great here, and this can be challenge for you. Is there anything do's, don'ts?
My don'ts would probably be, in terms of academics, not staying on top of like work and stuff, because U of T is known for its rigorous programs. So it can be challenging if you don't stay on top of stuff. Do's before coming here would definitely be like researching your program, making sure it's what you want to do.
Okay. Yes, that's fair. And any pros cons you would say that well, University of Toronto is great, but this may be issue with you. Anything comes to your mind, or this is the best thing over here. Anything like that?
I guess a big pro is the fact that the campus, or at least the St. George campus, is so in the city. So there's a lot of things you'll never get bored here.
Exactly.
One big pro. Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I don't think there are a lot of cons around here. Of course, if you don't know English and those things, that is evident that you will have trouble. So if you are an international student,
Yeah.
and so you better have good English and all the requirements. Okay, gotcha. So finally, coming to the kind of last one, what would be your message to the aspiring or future students? That okay, we talked about many things, but well, this is you are Michelle's message that this is my advice, anything to you about regarding anything, university, school,
Yeah.
discipline, education, whatever, city area. So what would you say your message to these friends?
I guess I would say make sure you're doing what you love.
Okay.
And make sure you know what you want. Like, you know that you'll, be happy in the program that you choose.
Right.
And then also to just keep striving for your goals.
Exactly. I think that's a great point because even if the university is good, everything is fantastic, but you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it won't work, right? Fantastic. Michelle, really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And I'm thankful and really wish you good luck. It's your first year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have 3-4 years to
4
go?
more years.
4 more. Okay. So yeah, wish you good luck after your before and after, but especially when you are graduate. I hope you will land a wonderful job. Okay, and have a good life.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.